Or was there all of it? You decided you want to sit downstairs. Let's try that one more time, get a better shot. Okay. And everything is all set up ahead of time. I'm so proud of myself. They still had 2 minutes left. Alright, had my nice warm tea. Let's get all cuddled up in my blanket since it is starting to get chilly in the house again. Just jump into it. So I'm working on this cute little moth girl today, and super excited. I love cryptids and weird, unnatural monsters, unknown things, and so I knew that if I was doing a series about monster girls, that I would have to draw a Mothman-inspired character. And I'm not really sure, like this one ended up being very pastel goth, I guess. That was all the rage. It's so funny how much fashion changes. Like I look at it now and I'm like, oof, she looks very old school e-girl maybe? I don't know. But I decided to keep her style the same, but better than it was before. And I hope everybody's having a pretty good day. Whoa. I don't know why my pen decided to do that. Ah, I see. No, let's see. The nib wasn't attached properly. It was starting to get unscrewed. I should probably replace my nib. I haven't done it in a while because they are pretty expensive, but I think this one is just about time. Since this is still the first nib when I originally got or upgraded to this iPad Pro. So it might be just about time. But then I feel like I've only noticed it's acting up or having more issues with registering my marks when I'm streaming. So I don't know if that might be part of the issue. I don't know. It's not an issue where it's so serious that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't work like this. But it's just enough to be mildly annoying. I told you I've talked about the news of Animal Crossing's big update that they're having yet, and I just want to say I'm super excited about it. I love Animal Crossing. I'm sure you can tell I've had quite a few art pieces just based on it, but I've been toying with the idea of streaming playing it. But I would have to get a capture card, and I also don't really know if I want to be a streamer, I guess, a gamer streamer. I enjoy streaming artwork and drawing and chatting with people, but I feel like the community surrounding like games is just a whole nother monster level, a whole nother level. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just make a sort of journal diary entry style Tumblr blog instead for my island. I feel like that could be cute. Make like a little story surrounding it. I remember there was one artist that I used to follow. They made this Tumblr page for their island that was also a comic, sort of as well. So like in between the update posts. Oh, and this was back in New Leaf. This wasn't actually with New Horizons. But they made a little comic about their mayor character. And it was super cute, and I loved reading it and getting to see like all the new people and villagers that were moving in, and I kind of want to do something like that as well. I think it'd be fun. But then I would have to decide what kind of island. That's always the hard part, is deciding what island view I want, because I always end up having so many ideas that it's practically impossible for me to choose one. Like I remember when New Horizons first came out, I had originally planned to create a Wonderland-inspired island. So it's gonna have like Alice be the human, and the villagers were going to be like Ruby and who's this like white rabbit, obviously. I think Bob was my decision to be like the Cheshire Cat. Like everyone had like their own little roles, but then I don't know. I ended up changing it up because my original idea was, of course, just based on what I knew was in the New Leaf games, but not necessarily New Horizons. And so I was like, oh, well, you know, we don't have this furniture anymore, we don't have that furniture anymore. The idea in my head wasn't going to work out, so I ended up just switching it to an actually Shakespearean themed island. And I wanted to have just a very old English cottage core kind of vibe to it, with the theater in the middle. So it would have this big amphitheater with a bunch of seats, and that was going to be sort of the main draw for the island. But I don't know, it didn't quite pan out how I wanted it to. It was a lot harder than I had thought it would be to create a Shakespearean island. Because I think I ended up naming it Illyria, after the island that Viola is washed up on in Twelfth Night, which is one of my favorite Shakespeare plays. But then, I think part of the reason why the Shakespeare Island didn't pan out as well as I had hoped was because I was also looking at a lot of pastel kind of city kid core islands at the time, and I was so just smitten with them. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have like Kid City, and it's gonna be bright and colorful. It's gonna have all these different playground equipment and stars everywhere, like the star bits. And I was like, that doesn't seem very Shakespeare to me. But luckily, or not so luckily, depending on how you want to look at it, Mr. Man was done with his island. He had enough of playing Animal Crossing, and then said, well, if you want to work on an island, you can redo mine. I was like, are you serious? For real? Sure, yes. So now I have 2 islands. But then I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because as soon as he did that, I just like stopped. I think I just made myself very overwhelmed with the possibilities. But I want to get back into it. I think this time around I still want the bright tropical kid core city. Like, I think it would be cute to have an island where there's just wild jungle everywhere, and then maybe there's like a city in the middle of the jungle. And then I think for the second island, I might go more of the fairy cottage route. Not so much realistic old English town like my Shakespeare town was supposed to be. But I definitely don't want to limit myself too severely either, because I think that's what my problem was. I was trying to make sure that everything was keeping in with the aesthetic that I needed it to be in, rather than just playing the game and enjoying it for what it is. So I think I just want to take it easy, take it slowly, and work on it that way. And of course I have ideas for islands all the time that are just like specific animal type themes. So like a bear village or a cat village I think would be absolutely adorable, and especially with the giant teddy bears that you can build in New Horizons. I think that would be so cute to just have a bunch of bears everywhere, and then like bear-shaped and paw-shaped paths, or just like honey jars and things like that everywhere. You could use custom designs to make that. I think a bear island would be just so adorable. And then I guess a cat island too. Obviously cat, dog, bunny. What was another idea? And then of course there's also like, I guess, the color themes you could also do, where you just basically pick a color and go wild. That's the color. Or even rainbow. Like I've seen a couple of rainbow inspired islands that are just so adorable. And I think if I had to choose one color that I had to stick to in order to decorate, it would probably be pink. And just have all the pink villagers. It'd be fun. And speaking of villagers, I don't know if you haven't seen what's it called, the Nintendo Direct. They also offered their little sneak peeks to some of the new villagers that are coming out for the game, and for the like Series 5, I think is which series it is, but it's going to have New Horizon villagers. So all of the new ones that came out when New Horizons first came out, and they're gonna make amiibo cards for some more new ones as well. And there's this little deer villager called Shino that has just stolen my heart. She looks so cute. And also the little blue bunny that I've seen a lot of people like excited about as well. I kind of want to get those amiibos. I don't typically like trading cards, but if I end up getting one of those, I would be so happy. I do have quite a few amiibo cards for Animal Crossing though, like the older series. And so now I can pull those out. And I also have the Sanrio cards too, so I really would to add some of those villagers to one of my islands. Maybe the super fun and bright Kidcore Island. Heart garter is giving me so many issues. Sometimes the easiest route to take is just to draw the whole line, the straight lines, and then erase it later, because trying to make it look even and symmetrical for all 4 separate pieces is a headache. There we go. also a bit nervous about after today's stream because I am making a recipe for dinner that I haven't tried before, and I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Like, a part of me just wants to cook it so I can get it over with, and then I'll be able to tell if it is good or not. But another part of me is like, I'd rather not mess up, so I don't want to cook at all. But I feel like such is life. It's a butternut squash recipe with like pasta and Italian sausage. So, I mean, in theory, I like all those ingredients, so they should taste good together. But we shall see. I've also just been thinking a lot about making a story sometime soon. Like, I know NaNoWriMo is after October, it's in November, and you write a whole novel in 1 month. And I think I'd be happy with just writing a little short story in 1 month. I've always wanted to do a graphic novel of sorts, and I think I might have an idea of what I want to draw, because I have kept a dream journal for as long as I can remember, and some of the dreams are actually pretty interesting. Like, I've told people my dreams before, and they've said, that sounds like a movie. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just actually write one out in old story form and make that into a graphic novel. I don't know. I think it could be fun and a way that I could sort of work my way up to hopefully one day actually working on a visual novel, because I don't know, I want to make one, and I think that should be reason enough. But I'm also very nervous, I guess, about like trying to start on a full visual novel game experience as my first project into like video gaming, I guess. Or I guess my first project into storytelling is what it would be. I think it would be better to have a couple of just smaller scale projects under my belt first. Okay, I've put it off long enough. Let's do her ears. I guess they're not really ears, are they? They're her antenna? Feelers? Okay. feathery texture, I will say that. When I was sketching this out, I probably spent a good 5-10 minutes just on the feelers. That has a very Monster High ring to it. Just, oh, she's the daughter of the Mothman. Their name, I think there is. There's Luna Matthews. There actually is a moth character in Monster High. Fluffy bits to show that the antennae are fluffy, in fact. And then she has that spiked flower crown that was so popular on Tumblr so long ago. It's so weird how fast trends come and go. I just remember this being the new thing and being so cool, but I don't think I've seen anybody wear anything remotely pastel goth in a pretty long time. But I'm sure that given enough time, the little spiked flower crowns will come back, because fashion is a circle and everything just comes back around. I feel like that's part of the reason why I don't put too much stock into fashion trends and just I'm pretty chill about if I like something, I'm gonna wear that regardless of whether or not it's in, because it will be in. It'll always be back in eventually. Like now that, especially now that I see the 90s clothes are coming back around, I'm just like, score. I can get the clothes and all the fun things that I couldn't get as a kid because, you know, I didn't have the money for it. Now I can as an adult. Live my dream and wear my jelly shoes. And then it'll go back out of style, but it'll come back around. I even remember having a conversation with my mom, just her talking about how 80s looks were coming back into style when I was in high school, And it's just funny looking now that the stuff that was cool when I was younger is now the one coming back in style. It's just like, really, just save all your clothes, because it's gonna be the next trend. Give it about like 5 years. It'll be back. And I really like how even more significantly older designs are coming back. Like now everybody wants to look like a character in Bridgerton. So you have the Regency core aesthetics and Regency inspired fits, which is funny because I feel like Regency clothes are very much just inspired by classical fashion. Everybody wanted to look like a Greco-Roman goddess or god or what have you. I guess not really with the men's suits. That's one thing that always bothered me, is we have all these fashion trends and styles and things that pop up and colors that become popular, and then men's fashion is just like blue, black, brown. That's it. Those are your only colors. And you can come in pants, or it can come in like button-down shirt. And that's it. That's the pinnacle of men's fashion. It's just like, I'm gonna need y'all to figure it out. What? Oh no, the door's opened. Mr. Man is leaving me. No. Don't worry, Oliver, he will return one day, I hope. Pigtails. I don't think anybody has had pigtails yet that I've drawn, and that is a crime. But I think I actually want to do. Let me line the wings first so I know where I'm going with this. I feel like moth wings are significantly harder to draw than butterfly wings, because they're a lot more geometric. Like moth wings are just rounded triangles as far as I can tell from the images that I looked at for references. And I'm not so good with like simple stuff. Like I think that's pretty good. I feel like we're just gonna mess it up for the next side. Hold on. Maybe I don't have to draw the next side. Yeah. I'm gonna just duplicate it, call it a day. Working smarter, not harder. I'll tilt it just a little bit because she is standing at a, what's the word? She's got a stance. Alright, we got wings. Yes! Alright, now to go back to the pigtails and make them super big and fluffy, like it's 2015. pretty sure that was like the height of the Tumblr girl aesthetic, right? 2015. I don't think it was really a 2010. Of course, I'm sure that everybody's sense of time has been so messed up over the course of everything. What's this? She's got like a chunky bang. Sure, why not? And I definitely know that this is going to be split half color or split dye, I think that's what it's called as well, because that was a pretty big pastel goth look. And if she's going to be this dark black color, I think I want, well actually she's going to be dark blue because that's the color I'm using as my darkest color. I told you he'd be back. I don't know if you can hear Mr. Man and Oliver. Oh my goodness, speaking of Oliver, I found the greatest find in thrift shopping history. I am so pleased with it. It is a hoodie with a cat pocket. Like, it is literally a pink, it's pink too, I'm so excited. It's a pink cat hoodie that has a large pocket, that has a removable liner, so it's a pouch for your cat, and it also has a regular pocket so you can put your phone in it and things like that. It's just the best find ever. It has cat ears on the hoodie part. The sleeves have little paw prints on them, and it covers your hands with it's got like a little thumb hole, so you can wear it almost like fingerless gloves, and it's so cozy, and it's the best. I'm so excited. I found it in Goodwill, of all places. It was a grade A find, and Oliver will actually sit in the pouch, which is the craziest part, because I'm pretty sure that someone took it to Goodwill because their pet or whatever did not want to sit inside the pouch, but he does. I just made lunch and he was sitting in the pouch just chilling the entire time I was making my mozzarella sticks. It was heaven. Stream a bit early at 5 today because, like I said, it's my turn to make dinner, but I'll try to get as much as I can done on stream before I have to go. Not so much to show people, because I feel like part of the whole vlog thing is, oh, I'm showing everybody how wonderful and amazing my life is, and I eat out every day and drink coffee from expensive coffee shops. But I want to vlog because I honestly have the world's worst memory, and I think it would be really helpful for me to remember what it is I'm trying to accomplish in a day if I have like a recording. And then, of course, since we are living in the age that we do, if I vlog about it, then I will have others who can also help keep me on track. Because the last thing I want to do is disappoint people when I say I'm going to do something and then not do it. Why are you teasing Oliver?
I got a knife. I just tried some of my legs to rub it.
To rub the knife?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he sneezed. Why are you getting a knife though?
Getting
Oh.
you want some?
Yes, please. Just didn't want you to ruin your supper. Remember to make him work for it. Oliver has been kind of lax on his tricks lately. He vaguely remembers Paw, but Down needs a bit more work. He's forgetting that one. You have to tap the ground twice. Yeah, the down move is tap the ground twice. Although I was super excited that he's finally gotten to a point. Oliver has, not Mr. Man. I haven't taught Mr. Man any tricks. But Oliver has gotten to a point where he'll do tricks without necessarily needing to see like the treat ahead of time. So, super excited. He's like actually learning them. Although he still only knows the 2 tricks right now. I tried teaching him what was the other trick I was trying to teach him? I can't remember. I think I was trying to teach him to like jump over my hand, but I think that was just a bit too complex. It's also pretty hard to teach him when he has such a sensitive stomach, because if he eats too many treats, he will throw them back up. So you can't really have like a good training session when you can only do like 3 treats at a time. I think maybe I'll try teaching him up. Like if he sits up, he can get a little something. I don't know. If anybody's ever taught their cat tricks, let me know what you taught them to do. Background with the drippy goo with the moon and the stars. It was very pastel goth fitting. So now we're going to do the hard part. Let's remove this. And I'm just going to fill in the areas that we want black. Because I feel like that will also add to the whole Mothman look, because he seems very shadowy. Just like he's made up of shadows. So I figured drawing the character in the same color as just like the rest of the line work would get that feeling across, hopefully. So that's what we're gonna do. But since it is still me, I figured to hash was the best way to still have some of that lovely texture. Terrified of bugs in real life, I like drawing like anthrobugs, I guess. Like, I had some old characters that were a bee, a moth, and a spider that I ended up drawing for the holiday season. Like, for Halloween, I drew them in costumes, and then I also drew them decorating a tree for Christmas. Like, I don't know what it was about the holiday season that inspired me to draw bug girls, but there's that. And then I think a little bit later, I also ended up drawing like a moth and lightning bug girlfriends, or firefly, whatever word you use for the bug that glows. Glow bug, I think, is just another term people use for it. Because, I don't know, I felt like it tickled my fancy, because moths love the light and are attracted to light, and glow bugs are bioluminescent, so I just figured, yes, of course, girlfriends. Makes perfect sense. I don't know if I've ever posted pictures of them. I think I'm still working out their designs. But yeah, I've drawn a couple of different bug girls. I've also drawn like designs for a Luna moth and a rosy maple moth character, because I just wanted to be cute. The Luna moth was gonna be the sort of gothy one, and the rosy maple moth was gonna be the like preppy cheerleader kind of girl, but they were still best friends, even though they had completely different styles. There's something so therapeutic about drawing hatch marks. I don't know what it is about it, but it's super calming. Oh wow, that changes up, whatever. We have tea. I'm so excited that the weather is cool because I can finally drink hot tea again. Let me tell you, it gets rough drinking iced tea. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. So even when it was like 90 degrees outside in the summertime, I would still be reheating my tea to just warm it back up, even though Mr. Man was making iced tea, because I just want hot tea. I can't help it. I was raised in England. I need hot tea. Okay, so that's one leg down. She thick. She got some thick thighs. But we also have a new threat with this cooling weather. The squirrels have been showing up in our backyard a lot more lately because they're trying to bury their berries and nuts in our yard. And Oliver loves to look at them through the window and show them who's boss if they get too close by running into the window and bonking his little head on it. And he's done this about 3 or 4 times in a week. And I'm just like, sir, please, that can't be good for your brain. You're not going out to catch the squirrels. You're just a little house cat. I don't even think you would catch the squirrel in all honesty, and that would be embarrassing for all of us. But, you know, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. Although I do like where we're living because we do have the squirrels in the fall and winter time, and they're just fun to watch for me as a human, not a cat. I promise I'm not a cat. And then in the summertime we end up getting a lot of the different birds. We actually have birds that have nested in our front door archway twice now. So the past 2 years we've had the privilege of hearing and seeing the little baby birds growing up and getting older and leaving the nest, and it's super cute and exciting. Although I am jealous of my parents because where they live, they get all of the animals. My mom has been working on her garden and she's constantly telling me about the bunnies that were in there and the groundhogs, and she's pretty sure that there's a fox because she saw one. She wakes up super early in the morning and she looked outside her window and just saw a fox just hanging out. And I'm like, I would love to have little animals just everywhere. We have a couple of crows that I want to be friends with that have shown up, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to become friends with crows. I'm afraid of like going outside and they'll just fly away as soon as they see me. But that is just one of my life goals, is to have the crows be my friends. Oh no! Alright, we got another fire down. So let's go ahead and I want to fill, not like that. I want to fill the layer, but let's turn on the alpha log first. And fill layer. There we go. Oops. Make sure I'm right. I just want to make sure it's darker there so you can still see the like, I don't even know what to call them, nose lines. I don't like drawing noses, but I like to imply that my characters can breathe. It's just a little, I'm implying it. yeah, she did have a chain. I was like, that skirt looks different. I don't remember drawing it like that. It's because I wasn't done yet. And like I said last time, I think it was the werewolf girl I was working on. I wanted to get better at drawing little details like this, so the chain is a must. I didn't spend that much time trying to figure it out to not use it. I think it's gotten a little bit better than the previous time. Oh no, I think it was the ghost girl actually that I drew a bunch of chains for. Yeah, I think that was that character. But either way, I think I've gotten a little bit better since the last time. They're definitely still tricky though. I'm trying to make them smaller in size because I feel like my chain links look very large. It's like, I just want it to be a sort of delicate line, and it's giving more like motorcycle gang vibes. I don't know. They're very chunky. I think it's just me psyching myself out about drawing them, and I end up making it too wide because I keep thinking to myself there's not going to be enough space to draw the links to look realistic enough. But I don't know. Practice makes perfect, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to learn as I go, step by step. It's the best you can do. And I feel like that's all art really is just practice until it looks how you want it to look. Not necessarily practice until it's perfect, because it's never going to be perfect. But I think it's good enough if you can be happy with presenting what it is you're trying to present visually speaking. Then yeah, you were successful. Your art worked. Oh, goodness, what did I do here? Huge. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and freestyle it, I think. Which is not what I wanted to do, but I could definitely tell that these links are gigantic. Okay. Yes. Chain skirt is finished. So I guess I'll add in a silver color. I'm debating if I want to add a sort of base color behind the hatching, since you can still sort of see through it. I might add a nice little level of dimension to it, but I also don't know if it would be unnecessary just because it is, like, I don't want it to be too busy as an art piece, but I don't know. We shall see. I also just want to say I'm pretty proud of myself for doing the different body types like I have. I don't know, like I've been really trying to push myself to draw a larger variety of body types, and the mummy from yesterday's picture was a very skinny, skeletal, sort of emaciated body because it was a mummy, and then the next one I did was this like super cute plus size moth, and I've also drawn like the really buff orc girl, and I'm just pleased as punch with myself right now. I really want to keep working on drawing the different body types because I also feel like it just adds a lot of fun to your characters. I think we'll have silver stars and moons in the back because I think a lot of times I end up just making them golden colored. I don't think I've really done silver a lot. I think it just boils down to my personal preference in real life because I am a sucker for some gold jewelry, not so much for silver jewelry. And I love it. I get why the pirates were so crazy for it. I don't think I've ever talked about like my pirate phase. Oh my gosh, it was so big. I made a pirate shirt that I literally would wear just out and about casually, like the big poet shirt, frilly linen. It was the very first project I ever made when I was in a high school class for sewing. It wasn't home ec, it was, what did they call it? Oh, I can't recall now. I think it was like the fashion design or something like that class. But yeah, the first day that I was gonna make, I was like, I'm making it, no one can stop me, let's go, pirate ship. I was a pretty weird kid.
That would mean that we have, with this brain, a tiny thing.
I will say that it was only mildly part of the reason why I ended up going to school where I did as far as college goes, because I wanted to be a pirate since that was the school's mascot. The other school that I was looking into had a dragon mascot, so you know, it was also equally cool. Forgot about that. That's such a big pirate phase. I think the sweater's gonna be purple as well, but I want it to be an ombre colored sweater. Oh, and I didn't even think about her wings. sort of like that color combo together. It's like goth fashion Daphne.
If they do,
That's what we're going
if one
for.
day physics finds a use for them, that's great. But if not,
It's getting this
that's
nudie
great
color.
too.
There you go. I think it'll work. Like I said, it's Mothman inspired, not necessarily supposed to be Mothman's daughter. Although there is this one artist that I can't remember the name. It starts with the J. I think it's Juice, like Jius. But they actually have a Mothman series, which I just love so much. The art style is super, super cute. Now I'm gonna have to look it up because I really want to make sure that I get that name right. It's always right when I'm talking about something that I completely blank out and forget the word for what I'm looking for. Ah, no, it's not Juice. It's Gigi Draws. J-I Draws. And if you look at their Instagram, they have a Mothman series that is just chef's kiss. It's adorable. And all of their art in general is just super cool. I love the vibes. So if you want to see some more cute moth girls, definitely go check them out. You should hydrate too. I swear nothing tastes as good as like tea with a little hint of lemon juice. Oh. Perfect. I also figure since it is the fall season, I want to attempt making my own apple cider. But I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But I think I still need to get a couple of the spices. But I'm like, it can't be that hard, right? It's just apple juice, throw some spices in with it, and then let it simmer, right? But I feel like whenever I try to do these projects on a whim, it never ends up being as simple as I anticipated. So I'm trying to like, what's the word? I'm trying to like prepare myself properly for it, I guess. It's like, okay, I should probably actually do a little bit of research and not just jump into making apple cider completely blind. But who knows, maybe it is just as simple as boiling some juice and spices together. I also need to think of a color that I want to use for the roses, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to do for them. sure it's like black roses for the whole pastel goth look. If I recall correctly, when these crowns were super popular, they were black roses typically. Halfway through the month. This is insane. Mr. Man and I have already started buying Christmas presents for people too. It's so scary though, because at the end of this month I'll be finding out whether or not I'll be tabling at IchibanCon. I really, really hope I get into the artist alley there, but I'm just super nervous about it because I think it's either this week or next week that the application line actually closes. I would have to double check again. But I applied like August, I think. So I've just been waiting basically this whole time. I knew the deadline wasn't going to be until October, but I still wanted to make sure that I got my application in just in case. But yeah, fingers crossed that I get into the artist alley. I also feel like trying to buy Christmas presents for people gets harder and harder every year. It's just like, what do I get them that they haven't already gotten themselves? What do people even like anymore, like my siblings? I know what they like, but sometimes it changes. Especially when it comes to things like music and artists. I could like someone before and then just end up hating them later. was actually having this as a debate. I'm a person who definitely prefers gifts to just getting cash. And as far as like giving as well, like, I don't know, I just feel like cash is so impersonal and it's just like, I didn't know, like, I couldn't think of what to get for you, so here, just get yourself something, is what it feels like to me. Like, even if I don't necessarily like the gift itself, I still appreciate the thought of someone like, oh, they thought I would like this, and that's really nice of somebody. Like, that's my thought process, I guess, when it comes to giving and getting gifts. I just feel like giving cash is lazy. Okay, I think we're good with the hatching now. So let's go on back to the outfits. What should I do this for? Should I do a darker purple? Maybe make this into a plaid design. So she has like the plaid skirt, ombre sweater, and then just like a pink and black top with it. I think that's pretty pastel goth. Ooh, or maybe I'll put little moths on the sweater. That could be a cute look. Or maybe like some skulls or something on the skirt. I'm leaning more towards making the skirt a pattern rather than the top or anything like that. Like maybe just even make the skirt the ombre instead. Oh goodness, it's doing it again. My Apple Pencil has a mind of its own. Yeah, I probably need to replace this nib. It's
nothing more
it's
than
time.
a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend, no more than the table you built it on will be. Try to make sure that like I didn't miss any of the spaces in between the chains. No, I think there should be chains there, where they sort of meet up in the middle. Oh wait, maybe blue for the roses. That'll be something different. And I also feel like that's pretty pastel goth with the blue instead. Oops.
supposed to be a chill playlist, but that was pretty funky. Cool look. Now I just gotta do that classic pink drip. Blue color. And maybe even the dark, or maybe the light purple, although the light purple. Same color as I don't like it. decided on something that feels more, feels more pastel goth to me. But I think I gotta stop there because it is 5:30 and I need to go ahead and go make dinner. So thank you all so much for watching today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I will go ahead and finish like doing the shading and everything and highlighting and all that fun stuff later, and you'll see the finished product on the Rosette Studio Instagram page along with the original moth girl that I had drawn before. Again, thank you all so much for joining me for today's stream, and the next one will be on Thursday at the same time around 4 o'clock. And yeah, I can't wait to see you all there. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I'm just so happy to be here with you guys today. Bye.